What's poppin' people? Aether here, and welcome back to another battle video here on the Aether Games YouTube channel. Today's battle video is a little bit different. Unlike the starter decks I've used in the last two battle videos, these are two not pre-built decks. One is called Anti-Mythril, and the other is Legion Core Elves. I'll be playing Elves on the right side, and Jack will be playing Anti-Mythril on the left side. So this battle video is going to be a little bit faster than the usual ones, and maybe a little bit more interesting for you guys. And I just want to remind you guys that all the starter decks and the set are all on sale on the Game Crafter. You can get packs and decks in the description below. But let's get started, right? So, I won rock, paper, scissors and told Jack, hey, you can go first. He flips up an Olympus Moon for his first planet, while I flip up a Midas for my first planet. Both not the greatest planets, but you take what you can get.
Okay. I think I may have brains.
So Jack starts the game off by discarding Cyclonian Dual Sword to flip up a planet, getting Kakita's Cluster. He decides to play Hellion Assassin. Passes it to me, and I flip up Alpha Centauri without discarding.
You got to discard, man. Learn how to play your game.
I'm cheating.
As the great philosopher Hannah Montana once said, everybody makes mistakes. So I open up my turn by playing Alice Church CEO to Alpha Centauri. So to give you a little bit of an explanation, this deck is based around Alice Church. Her ability allows you to deal a damage every time you explore if you reveal a Legion Core unit. So she's the main engine. And Jack, knowing that, plays immediately a force feedback onto Alice Church, followed by discarding Dual Sword for the attack bonus effect, getting Assassin over to 5 attack and killing the Alice Church. He then gets to draw from feedback, and then it passes to my turn. So I draw a Battalion Rush and immediately use it, and I get an event from its effect. What the event I ended up getting was Elven Warp Gate, which is a card which lets me discard a Legion Core unit in my hand to bring an elf back. And obviously in this scenario, that elf's gonna be Alice Church. This is pretty much the best draw I could get off the top of my deck, right? Since I haven't explored this turn, I explore, triggering Alice Church's effect, which lets me reveal the top card of my deck, and since it's a Legion Core unit, deal a damage. And now I have an extra copy in case he destroys this one again. So this is one of the best situations you can be in with this deck. I pass it to Jack, who draws for turn. Now he starts to turn off by discarding a Mechanical Monstrosity to explore Siren Belt, and then makes use of Invoke Soul to bring back Mechanical Monstrosity. Units like him, who have a discard cost, are actually the best to get from the discard pile, because you only have to discard to play them if they're played from your hand. That's why Mechanical Monstrosity is so good, he can move anywhere. He then follows it up with a Radiation Zone on Alice Church, again getting rid of it for now. But I do have a second one in my hand. He hits me for 1 damage, bringing me down to 5, and then passes the turn to me. So I immediately get Radiation Zone as well, and I get rid of his threat to me. Following that, I play my Alice Church, discard Camus, and get another Alpha Centauri, and then reveal a card to do a damage to my opponent. So the field's pretty much been reset to where it was a few turns ago, but this time I have Ephemeral Breaker, and I play it on the leftmost Alpha Centauri. And I pass my turn to Jack. Now Jack immediately discards Hellion Warchief to get back his Kakita's Cluster, and then plays Fragmented Memory, a card which lets him grab any event from his discard pile, and in this case he gets Invoke Soul, which he's going to play again this time, in order to grab a unit back, in this case Mechanical Monstrosity again. He puts the Mechanical Monstrosity on Kakita's Cluster instead of the Siren Belt, which he was originally thinking. Now on my turn, I immediately discard Exoplanet Vanguard to flip up Midas, Vanguard gets played on the planet it explored if that planet has gold. And then I get a second one from Owl's Church's effect, which deals the damage to him and gets added to my hand. Owl's Church blows up the Hellion Assassin, then I pass the turn to him again. Now on his turn, he moves Monstrosity to the center column and kills my Owl's Church, and follows it up by playing a Hellion Warchief. The Hellion Warchief gains attack based on the amount of units in both players' discard piles. So here, Hellion Warchief is at a whopping 10 attack. Now that's not something I can get over. It's my turn again now, and I decide to hit him for 1 damage, and follow it up with a damaged Plasma Arm, which I will blow up to get a card draw. This was because I was digging for a way to get another Owl's Church, right? This deck does not have a way to get over those big monsters on the opponent's side of the field, so I need to do effect damage. I play a Battalion Rush, which gets me an Ibis Veil, but I discard Exoplanet Vanguard to flip up Crimson 6, and it gets played there in the rightmost column. I move her over to Alpha Centauri, and instead decide to play Camus on the Crimson 6 over there, getting another draw card. And then I pass the turn over to Jack. Now Jack's turn, he immediately attacks my first Vanguard with Monstrosity and my second one with Hellion Warchief, and then he passes turn. So I play Elven Warp Gate, which I just top decked, and I use it to grab back a copy of Alice. Now the problem here was my hand's empty, right? So I'm going to have to wait a turn in order to get that Alice Chief off. I pass it over to Jack's turn, who discards Soul Enforcer to explore, getting a Kakito's Cluster, and then plays Invoked Soul, reviving from his discard pile the Hellion Assassin from earlier, who keeps coming back. He attacks for 2, bringing me down to 3, and then pretty much the game is dependent on this top deck. And drum roll, please. Well, that's one dramatic way to end the game. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like these videos, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment so I know you love it. And these cards are on sale in the description below. And I hope to see you again in the next one. Take care.
Alright, I'm stopping the recording. Any other
No handshake.